Hey guys, this is Siddharth and you are watching College Companion. आज हम काफी स्पेशल सीरीज स्टार्ट करने वाले हैं विद द नेम ऑल्टरनेटिव करियर, जहां हम बात करेंगे ऐसे करियर्स के बारे में जिनकी ज्यादा बात नहीं होती बट दे आर स्टिल वेरी गुड ऑप्शंस टू परस्यू। एंड इसको किक स्टार्ट करने के लिए वी हैव अ वेरी स्पेशल गेस्ट विद अस। We have Navdeep Sandhu with us, which is a very known name in programming industry as instructor. तो आप जल्दी से जाइए YouTube पे इनका नाम लिखिए and you will find a lot of videos of Navdeep Sandhu explaining concepts of programming. So इनका background काफी special रहा है. He is a graduate of 2017 batch from IP University's main campus, which is USICT. And उसके बाद इन्होंने थोड़ा सा टाइम कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड में बिताया विद अर्नेस्ट एंड यंग, एंड उसके बाद इनका एक्सपीरियंस टोटली शिफ्ट हो गया प्रोग्रामिंग इंस्ट्रक्टर डोमेन में, जहां इन्होंने पेप कोडिंग एंड अभी ये काम कर रहे हैं कोडिंग निंजास में। हाउ आर यू नवदीप, हाउ आर यू डूइंग?
परफेक्ट, काफी मजा आ रहा है एंड स्पेशली मतलब गिवन दैट जैसा डिमोनेटाइजेशन की वजह फिनटेक में जो हुआ था और जो डिजिटल पेमेंट जिस तरीके से बूम की थी, उससे वैसा ही कुछ हुआ है कोरोना वायरस की वजह से। मतलब अर्लियर पीपल वर नॉट टॉकिंग कि भाई मतलब एडटेक के ऊपर इतना ध्यान नहीं देते थे, और जैसे जिन यूनिवर्सिटीज के पास हम जाते थे दे यूज्ड टू बी वेरी स्केप्टिकल अबाउट कि ऑनलाइन तो नहीं करेंगे, and they used to be very like afraid about these things, but now people are started to open up about these things. It's a very exciting time, especially for the edtech world, and given that so many things are starting to coming up, I recently came across Arpit Bhyani. This is one engineer. He's basically from Unacademy, and he basically I first came across his profile on LinkedIn. He used to share one-liners exactly around 10 a.m. Till 11 a.m. and he used to share 4 or 5 one-liners. Slowly and steadily, he came up with a cohort, with a course on system design, and he had his own methodology. कि मतलब it would be a open discussion kind of a course, like where he would not be teaching anything. He would be basically having discussions with the students, intensive discussions. And I took his course. That again is really nice on system design. Then during this lockdown, I came across other instructors as well. Sanjay Vyas is another instructor that I came across, and he has been into this field for past 30 years. I came across that his methodology also kind of saw a sea change. Earlier he used to go to corporates, teach, and he was basically a pen and board person, but he started using and creating diagrams from draw.io, and he used to he still has this courses called JavaScript internals, Python internals, and he creates diagrams which are named process maps, memory maps. He shows how things are going on besides, and without writing a code, he basically explains things, and people enjoy his style of teaching. And then a lot of companies also started coming up, and there was a surge of webinars that it came across YouTube when lockdown was there. At that point of time, there were so many instructors that were teaching, and you can basically see that each one of them had a unique and a different style. So that was nice to see.
If I remember correctly, 1 year पहले कैसा टाइम था? Almost all edtechs were getting a huge sort of investments in, and I think इससे काफी opportunities भी create होती है अगर हम job के terms में बात करें, because any industry that takes in so much input would obviously come up with so many opportunities. So if we talk about your journey, I think आपने corporate में काम कर रखा है, and now you are working as a full-time programming instructor in such a big giant player in edtech industry. So how did this change come?
So when I was in Ernst and Young, before that also, like I was kind of inclined toward teaching, and that basically started when I was in college. We created a club called TechSpace, and first time I saw, like when you took that induction program, that induction meeting for that first year batch of 2014, I guess. So that room was full, right? We were having this induction session for TechSpace club, and that room was full. The TPC, there were around 100 or 110 people, and the way you taught binary search, you took that book, you tore that in half और बोले कि ये यहाँ से जरूरत नहीं होगा, इसका जरूरत होगा. Those things were so like those images were so vivid. I got to know कि अगर मतलब ऐसे कोई आदमी पढ़ाए तो भूलेगा तो नहीं आदमी. And I then understood that how important this responsibility teacher is. And I kind of related कि जो हमारे teachers हैं, अगर वो सिद्धार्थ की तरह पढ़ाएंगे तो कितना अच्छा होगा. Like वो छोटा सा रूम था, पैक्ड था, and everyone was rivet, like everybody was glued and he was listening to you. So that was the first experience that kind of catapulted me to this thing. Then another instance was from Rinkaj Goyal, and I could see from all the professors that they were from that came to our college and that were teaching us. Professor Rinkaj Goyal was one of them who used to take the extra efforts, you go to the to extra mile. And whenever he used to teach also na, like for example first जो class होती है उसमें बाकी professors क्या करते हैं, बहुत generic बातें करते हैं, right? And उनकी जो बातें थी वो very मतलब very specific to programming थी. उन्होंने पूछा कि मतलब operating system के बारे में क्या जानते हो, तो operating system के बारे में क्या समझते हो, and everyone was like it's a basically software which makes it easy for the user to make use of hardware and everything. उन्होंने summarize किया, it's an extended virtual machine. ये 3-4 लाइन का वर्ड मेरे को 3-4 दिन लगे समझने में कि वो क्या बोलना चाहते थे इससे. और फिर उन्होंने मतलब हर चीज को जिस तरीके से पढ़ाते थे और एफर्ट लगाते थे, मतलब आपको सोचने पे मजबूर करते थे. बाकी जितने भी टीचर्स होते थे, दे यूज्ड टू मेक इट सो इजी कि पढ़ने का मन ही नहीं करता था. मतलब दे यूज्ड टू टीच फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वेरी इजी कंटेंट एंड देन दे यूज्ड टू मेक इट सुपर इजी. जैसे कि मतलब हम 10th या 12th के एग्जाम्स दे रहे हैं कि ये आएगा तो इसका ये कर देना, हो जाएगा आंसर. तो मतलब सो वहां पे जाके थोड़ा वहां से इंक्लिनेशन हुआ. एंड देन दिस थिंग स्टार्टेड एंड आई वाज हैविंग दिस ओपिनियन कि मैं एमटेक करूंगा, गेट करूंगा एंड आई वुड गो टू पीएचडी एंड एवरीथिंग. सो देन व्हाट हैपेंड, लाइक गेट करने की तैयारी करना शुरू किया तो आई फेल्ट दैट इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट. So then I thought ki like this campus placement is good, and kind of said that when you will get into gate you will get your colleagues like this only, the way I have over here. And अंगूर खट्टे हैं करके मैंने बोला, मतलब I was not able to clear gate because it felt too much work to study. तो बोला कि अंगूर पाने का कोई फायदा ही नहीं है, खट्टे हैं. So वो छोड़ दिया, ENY में गया. But then I was not able to basically gel up with them, and there were 2-3 instances which kind of told me that this is not the place for me. And one of them was like when I used to see like everybody used to wait for Friday कि कब Friday आए and we could basically live our life. So that was something. Friday को तो there used to be a different kind of commotion. And one more thing that happened, like there was this one girl that was going with me in the cab, and मैं न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ रहा था, मैंने न्यूज़पेपर साइड में रख दिया and उसने वही न्यूज़पेपर अपने पाँव के नीचे रख दिया और वो विंडो पेन पे रख दिया. तो I kind of felt pain कि यार ये लोग तो यार मतलब ऐसे न्यूज़पेपर की वो नहीं कर रहे. तो मतलब I thought कि नहीं, ये लोग तो नहीं है जिनके साथ मैं काम कर सकता हूँ. Like probably academics is something that is meant for me. But then I started preparing for GATE, and at that point of time, I connected with, I reached to Mr. Sumit Malik, and at that point of time, he started pep coding. And he told me that there are two kinds of things. I was having this opinion that bhai, socialism, communism, these are the things that are really good, and you should not teach for money. You should basically become a professor, and you should be part of the government's whole thing. You should not be part of private institutions, और जो हमारे institutes हैं उनमें आपको करना चाहिए, and you should be part of the system, and then you should change the system. So I had all these kind of things. So then he explained, he told me that there is a book called Fountainhead by Ayn Rand, and he said that capitalism is not all wrong. It's a bad notion. it is the only working ism, right? Everything else has failed. It's something that is working. And he said that there are two kinds of internet. In other words, or in simple words, he used to say that basically there are two kinds of internet. एक जो केजरीवाल ने दिया और एक जो अंबानी ने दिया. तो it is not that कि पैसे से जो इंटरनेट आता है या वो जो पैसे से जो सर्विसेज आती है वो गलत है, right? Sometimes we have to invest to give back to the society. Like you have to first create wealth, then only you can distribute. And so that's one thing. So he said that the kind of environment that you will get in edtech industry, where you will learn, you will teach, and you would develop yourself. There is development also. You will get to learn a lot, is much better than what you will learn over there. So that is when I started. And in the beginning, there was a steep learning curve. And then after that, like in the starting, there was so much knowledge gap. Like I didn't know the technology know-how, data structures and algorithms नहीं आता था. Starting में learning का बहुत steep था. फिर उसके बाद धीरे धीरे जब वो clear हो गया, then I started to go into nuances of teaching. And I started to getting to know things that it is not education industry, it is kind of entertainment industry. स्टूडेंट एंटरटेन होने के लिए आता है. वो बोलता है कि मतलब आपको पढ़ाना तो है ही, कॉन्सेप्ट तो पढ़ाना ही है, यू हैव टू टीच इट इन अ फन वे. सो देयर आर टू मेनी चैलेंजेस, एंड गिवन दैट like there are so many gaps, there are so many potholes that basically holes that are created by our Indian education system. So that's why you have student comes to you with a hope that he will fill those gaps. So that is too much of a pressure, right? That is too much of a responsibility. So you have to teach them, and slowly and steadily people have been bombarded with so many options. Because like YouTube also has so much to learn. It's YouTube University is also really great, but वहाँ पे इतना ज़्यादा distract हो जाता है बच्चा. So you have to make sure कि बच्चे के motivation पे भी काम करना पड़ता है, उसके attention span पे भी काम करना पड़ता है, and then you have to teach the subject as well. And you have to teach that to a certain level, take him to a certain level as well. So, matlab, Sumit sir told this line once that it is not education industry, it's an entertainment industry now, and you have to entertain the student as well. So that's how it was. And then from Pep Coding, I went to Coding Ninjas. Sumit sir only referred to me at Coding Ninjas. He said that over there you would be able to get much greater challenges. The scale of problems is much larger over there. So you will learn a lot over there. But then I came over here, then I came to know about edtech industry a lot, because at Pep Coding, I was more of a conventional teacher. We had a classroom and I used to teach, and we were still a fledgling startup over there. So we were taking baby steps. Coding Ninjas, on the other hand, had a platform. We had an online presence. Online brings up with other set of challenges. And so that brought up new challenges that I'm still trying to understand. So the first year, like it has been 3 years with Coding Ninjas. First year, it was all about taking the offline experience from Pep Coding at a smaller scale and taking it to a larger scale. Like there were lot more students. I was still teaching offline, but there were a lot of students. And like what I used to teach around 30-40 students at Pep Coding, over here there were basically 300 or 400. So that was the scale. So we used to have B2B tie-ups with universities. I used to go and teach over there. Then on the second year, I started working on online courses. That was a different challenge. And then in the third year, like it completely shifted to a new domain, where like I was taking the teaching part and somebody else was creating the videos. So that was completely different thing. So that is something that we started doing because we wanted to create courses on scale. And like, for example, if somebody has giving interviews on a regular basis for past 6 or 7 months, he would be knowing like how to give interviews. He would know the nuances of interviews much better than me. मैंने पिछले 3 साल से interview नहीं दिया. So if I would be teaching interview preparation, I would only be going on my gut basis. But agar somebody who is given interviews, he would be knowing those things a lot more. Similarly, if I talk about operating system, somebody who has worked on Android or somebody who is in the Linux team, he would be much better to explain those concepts. But you also have a role to play because they do not know all the nuances of teaching. So you have to shape their teaching in a way कि वो entertainment industry के सारे वो मतलब points भी cover हो जाएं. Like ऐसा ना हो कि मतलब he's a 20-year experienced person working in Microsoft and he's just blabbering और वो मतलब student को मजा ही नहीं आ रहा है. So you have to come with examples, anecdotes, stories. You have to make sure that there are questions before the video, after the video, that is testing the student's application, whether he has understood that point or not.
आपने जैसे बताया कि there would be people who are better in Android, who are better in Java. They would have a role to play in teaching, and then you would have a role to sort of shape them into teachers. So इससे कौन-कौन से नए job roles निकलते हैं tech industry में? If you can add more besides programming instructor.
Yeah. So this specific job role जो अभी just आपने elaborate किया, उसका एक certain नाम है, मतलब technical content engineer कहते हैं उसको, मतलब it should be named that way. Like each company has its own name. For example, if I talk about Coding Ninjas, we call it content developer, and then if I go to Upgrad, they call it content strategist. Then if I go to Geeks for Geeks, they call it technical content engineer, and similarly Educative.io also calls it technical content engineer. What is interesting that I like about this job role is obviously you become a left hand or you become a right hand of somebody who has the knowledge. For example, आप technical knowledge, technical courses पे ही काम कर रहे हो. Somebody, let's suppose अगर data analytics का course है, तो कोई ऐसा बंदा होगा जो 8 to 10 years से fractal analytics में काम कर रहा है, किसी बहुत अच्छी कंपनी में काम कर रहा है. So he has seen the scale of problems, he has the idea, and then your job role is to shape his way and so that कि अच्छे से वो निकल के आए. So that's one thing, and this is called technical content engineer. And आपको analyze करना है, मतलब वीडियो आपने बना दिया, you have to make sure that you know before the video where the listener or the learner was. After the video, you have to check whether the learner has understood whatever has been explained in the video or not. And for that, you will create some MCQs, you will come up with some assignments. Those assignments have to be such that कि inferences निकल के आए उसमें से, that you can easily say that a student who has scored 100%, like he has basically understood this or he has comprehended this. Somebody who is basically come up with something called a 60-70%, उसका ये conclusion है, उसका ये conclusion है. So you have to come up with conclusion as well, because this is online medium, it's e-learning medium. You are not connected with student, but your platform is connected with student. So you have to make sure कि तुम उसमें से inferences निकाल पाओ. Other than these job roles, we obviously have programming instructor. With respect to programming instructor, we always think that we have only limited opportunities with these institutes, these companies, edtech companies. Most of the edtech companies are not investing in trainers right now. Everybody is investing in technical content engineer. So if that is not happening, then what people can do is they can still make their own name and they can connect companies directly. They can become a freelancer. And what they can do is they can connect with companies, and a lot of people are making money. Like people that have less knowledge, who have less technical knowledge, they are in much more demand. I think there is a graph to this thing. Like from technical content engineer, you can move to the next part, which is product manager in these edtech companies, where you, given that you have worked a lot, either you are a programming instructor or you have been a technical content engineer for most of your life. So you know the user really well, you know the student really well. And students are almost same, right? Whether you are learning a firefighting course or a technical course or a grade 8 course, users are same, students are same. If you know the student really well, so you would be a great person as a product manager in these edtech companies. And other big companies, for example, like Coursera and Udemy and all these companies, they also have somebody who takes care of the learning journey of the student. but then again would be a senior technical content engineer. So I think corporate trainers, product managers and technical content engineers, they would be the people which are other job roles other than programming instructors.
This summarizes whatever we majorly want to discuss around this. One question I really wanted to ask you, because you have a very engineering sort of background. So what kind of resources have you used in your teaching journey to help yourself? For example, there is this YouTuber that I really admire the way he teaches, and I try to inculcate in my learning. So I have a few of them, but it would be really good to hear from you.
Yeah, of course. Like again, I would definitely recommend कि आप अपनी list जरूर बताना, because I think 3 blue 1 brown, number 5. These are few things that I got to know from you. Like I was a big fan. Like probably you were the first inspiration for me. कि मतलब हाँ, teacher अगर बनना है तो सिद्धार्थ की तरह पढ़ाना है. So please आप जरूर बताना. Like I'll start adding few things. Obviously the first inspiration were you, then like I started thinking from there. Then as I talked about Professor Rinkesh Goyal, then Sumit Malik sir, and you get to learn a lot when you are actually delivering. Like for example, if you say that I want to become a good teacher or instructor or technical content engineer, or I want to understand student really well, you cannot learn on the sidelines. You have to go and teach. You have to understand their pain. Obviously, basically riding the shoulders of the titans or learning from the people, that is the best thing. And like for example, when I used to go into the classes at Coding Ninjas, so Ankush sir used to tell me for the few initial classes, उन्होंने बताया कि you have to make sure that you are giving the agenda before the class. There should be a snapshot, and then at the end of the class there should be a closing summary. And Sumit sir had this ideology कि whenever you are teaching, you have to make sure you are focusing more on the why of the solution, क्योंकि ये अगर उसको अच्छे से समझा तो he can take the insights from it and he can apply to different application. So those were these people in the initial phases. But now like I have sort of gained a kind of eye whenever I came across a new person. For example, I talked about Sanjay Vyas. He has his own way of teaching. Then Arpit Vyani, he has his own way of teaching. And the other people that I look forward to on YouTube, I really like, I was introduced with 3 blue 1 brown, Tom Scott, all by you. And over there, as I said, education industry is not just education industry, we have to make it entertainment industry as well. And that 3 blue 1 browns video, how to make maths engaging, how he was able to create math videos, and the number of views were 6.2 million and all those things. And like the kind of comments that are below that video, that I started to like math, that was the kind of transformation people used to have. So those are the things that I really like. And what I look forward to, now I started learning from every hook and corner. Like whenever I go to any place, I kind of start to learn from it. And I basically just try to see what kind of a learning experience this person is creating. It's very person dependent. If the same course, same content is being delivered by 2 people, right? Let's suppose it's delivered by Ankush sir, Sumit sir, or let's suppose Navdeep. People would like Ankush sir for a different reason. Sumit sir से सीखने के बाद वो different reason से like करेंगे. Probably Navdeep की class में बोलेंगे कि class shift करके Ankush या Sumit sir की class में मेरे को डाल दो. So these are the things that might happen. So same content, exactly same, वही hangout, सब कुछ वही. Then also different kind of feedback will come. So that's one thing that every instructor or everybody who is going towards this side that should focus on is, he should try to think what is the best learning experience he has or had in his life. Then he should try to enumerate the same thing, whether he's creating a small video or he is giving a lecture, webinar, thoda bada, ya pura course deliver kar raha hai. When I first came across this question, what is the best learning experience that you had? I went to my engineering days when I was preparing for IIT JEE. At that point of time, there are so gems of teachers जो इतना अच्छा पढ़ाते हैं, और that's why they are paid so much. एंड उनके पास नॉलेज भी होता है, और वो बहुत मतलब बहुत अच्छा लगता है उनसे पढ़ने के बाद। इवन इफ आई हैड टू टेक अ लॉट ऑफ जर्नी टू रीच टू पंजाबी बाग, बट स्टिल मैं बहुत हैप्पीली वहां पे जाता था। और स्कूल में जाते वक्त आई यूज्ड टू फील कि अरे यार क्या करूंगा वहां पे जाके। नाउ इट्स योर टर्न, मतलब आपके टीचर्स एंड इन्फ्लुएंसर्स।
Yeah, I think that's a very good point. जो जेई वाला अपना example दिया, I think that really shows that it's not the subject that you hate, it's the way it's been taught to you. And ये I think एक और चीज है that you said that it's about coming up with your own style. People do tend to get into that sort of mindset कि यार अंकुश सिंगला sir is presenting this way, and I'm finding it very easy to learn. तो मैं भी ऐसे ही करता हूँ, but you know everyone has their own set of ways to explain, and सबका अपना अपना एक sort of कह सकते हैं skill set है. More learning would come on when you are on field and you start working. And just to add to your list, I think my code school was also doing great job when we were in college. And at that time, EdTech was not such a big thing in India, and my code school used to have a very proper video solution for every concept. So just wanted to add that onto the list. Baki to you have mentioned all the other great people.
One person we have left, Free Code Camp, freecodecamp.org, and the huge contribution that they have made.
Yeah.
And when we were in college, matlab you were part of those meetings jahan pe matlab you used to tell there were only 25-30 people when Free Code Camp started, and now it has become a huge thing. And like they have also made such a big change, like similar to like what Khan Academy and Salman Khan has done to mathematics and computer science, foundation computer science in general. Like freecodecamp.org has done it for the professional world.
Yeah, I think we had a discussion when they just came in, and we had a discussion that there were very few people in India that were doing it, and now it's a very good curriculum, and they have started to diverse also. They have very long courses on mathematical subjects, also stats, and they started with sort of JavaScript and front end development, or काफी वो expand हुआ. It's a very huge contribution. I would ask everyone to check out Free Code Camp. Great addition by Navdeep. It's a very good resource. So Navdeep, I wanted to ask you, because if I'm not wrong, you are also a part when it comes to decision making in terms of selecting people. So jab aap is roles ke liye, when you select, for example, a freelancer, what qualities do you judge people on? What skill set would attract you more into having the person in your company?
So there are two things. Like different job roles would have different requirements. So if I'm talking about programming instructor, so I would definitely say uniqueness in that delivery. Everybody has that uniqueness, and as you rightly mentioned, it's not about that Ankush sir talks about programming things in this way, so I have to follow the footsteps. It's always your uniqueness that brings you out, and that will make sure that you are teaching or you are reaching out to the student. That's the most important thing. So that's one thing. The second thing is, even if you are staying true, so when you are staying true to your identity, at that point of time, you are more comfortable, you are more confident, and you are more like it looks like more of you. Otherwise, when I try to be someone else, at that point of time, I'm just like I would be speaking like probably my heart rate would go a little up, or I would be like speaking a little loudly. So आप एक ज़्यादा balanced way में रहते हो when you are yourself. Then the second thing would be whether you are able to convey that part clearly or not. When I'm talking about that somebody is a good instructor or somebody is a good teacher, I would say that that would mean that he teaches with some stories. And like, for example, stories or analogies. For example, if I have to teach something very small as main memory or hard disk. Recently, we created a course on operating system. So this was this small thing that we did. Main memory and hard disk was something that we had to come up and we had to differentiate in very initial chapters of operating system. So we came up with this small analogy that a bookshelf hota hai. Bookshelf has all the books in it, but your table at which you are working, it has one or two books. So hard disk is that bookshelf. You will go over there and you will only take what is relevant to you. You will bring it to your table. Your table is basically your main memory. And similarly, when we were explaining what is operating system, and how it is relevant to the entire computer system, we kind of came up with an analogy of a kitchen administrator or a restaurant administrator or a manager at a restaurant, and all the people in the back end. For example, chef is the CPU, waiter is the applications, customer is the user, and then all the resources in the cupboard are the hard disk, the countertop box where these things are kept, like all the handy items are kept by chef, it's the main memory. So all these kind of things. And we said agar manager nahi hoga तो मतलब वेटर कोई उल्टा सीधा ऑर्डर लेके आ जाएगा, या फिर जो वो है आपका जो हाँ, एंटायर सिस्टम क्रैशेस. मतलब इट इज द काइंड ऑफ लाइफलाइन, और बीच में सपोर्ट सिस्टम का काम करता है. और फिर उसका एनालॉजी ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम पे लेके गए. मतलब मुझे पक्का पता है लोग ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम जो हमसे पढ़ेंगे वो कुछ भी भूल जाएंगे, बट ये स्टोरी नहीं भूलेंगे. तो दैट इज समथिंग, मतलब दिस इज समथिंग दैट वी look. Delivery is the most important thing, how they are conveying that part. But when I come to something else, for example, technical content engineer is another profile that we talked about. Over there we'll see how much of a person knows about a student and how he designs the learning journey of a student. So it would be different for different environments, for different perspectives. For example, if I'm doing it for a small student who is in K-12, it would be entirely different. For somebody who is learning and who is in his college years, so those journeys are different. So we have to see whether he's able to incorporate that in the learning journey, and we always kind of look forward to it, that how he's like, what is the understanding of the user that this person has. So that is one thing. And when we talk about the product side as well, product manager at tech companies, that also like the same, kitna samajhte hain user ko. So these are the things.
And then creativity, it sort of boils down to creativity value. How you talked about analogy, I mean, it felt like you were also in a groove to explain the concept. It's been a mind-boggling interview. I just wanted to ask you one more thing. If you have some sort of general advice to, say, maybe a fourth year student who wants to become a programming instructor, or the other role that you talked about.
The first thing should be, basically, you should be teacher. There should be a heart of teacher inside you. And the most important thing that teacher has, he empathizes a lot. So that empathy should be there. You should have that care for the student, that you should understand student a lot. That's the first and most important thing. And the second thing that comes is the knowledge part, how much you understand the knowledge. But the first important thing is care for the student. If you have the care for the student, everything would fall into place. Make it easy for them, not easier, but make it easy for them in a way that they are learning a lot. Matlab ekdam spoon feeding bhi nahi karna. You have to understand that they have to break their brains as well. So that's one important thing. A good teacher would be vulnerable at situations. He would not step back. He would also come front and show that I also do not know everything. He would show them his vulnerabilities, and then he will show them that how he gets out of it. Students will at the end learn a lot from him. At the end of the journey, a good teacher's main aim is that he had to make himself obsolete for the student. Then all those things will fall into place. Knowledge is something that will fall into place. So for me, the most important thing is that you should be teacher at the heart, and then all the other things will fall into place.
That's amazing. I'm really taking that quote home, that make it easy for them, not easy enough. Navdeep Sandhu sir, thank you so much for this huge amount of time that you gave us. It's been brilliant talking to you. It's been brilliant talking to you always. And I just want everyone to just use the resources that you have over the years shared on YouTube. So you can just search Navdeep's name and you will find a flurry of videos on programming. And that would be a decent start. I think we can add that to the list of the things we mentioned before. Navdeep, thank you so much for joining with us. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful week, and wonderful every day. Why not? Let's do it.
Of course, of course. And hats off and a lot of thanks to College Companion. बहुत ही मतलब अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं and I have been a first hand user of these things. मतलब मेरी बहन was going through that phase where she was exploring a lot and she was not able to pinpoint at one thing, and she was kind of मतलब a lot of students do not know a lot of things. Like for example, this is again a really good series that you have started, and I have always been a fan of you right from the beginning, where you explained binary search in a gamified way till this day. And so huge thanks to you from the YouTube community, from all the people that are listening. And thank you for doing this. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Navdeep. It's been a pleasure.
I hope you liked the first of many interviews we have planned. See you in the next video.